Welcome everyone here on this a little bit soggy Earth Day as we are here to celebrate the completion of this environmental infrastructure project. And what a day to show off the importance of stormwater management. I want to thank you for being here to celebrate the $2.4 million of environmental infrastructure investment and improvements that have been made to the Sandy Creek Run here at Roychester Park and at Grove Park. We are so grateful to be here today after a decade of working on this project. This has been a long time coming. I first want to thank the United States Army Corps of Engineers, who took the lead on this project to stabilize, naturalize, and improve this important ecosystem here in Abington Township. Partnering with the Army Corps of Engineers allowed Abington Township to reach nearly half of our pollution reduction goals at a fraction of what it would have cost otherwise. It's a really big deal. So thank you so much for all of your hard work and partnership. Before this project began, there was significant erosion to the banks of the creek. The conditions here meant that it was a poor habitat for the wildlife, aquatic and land. There were invasive plants all over the park, and sections of the creek were disconnected from the floodplain. Our partnership with the United States Army Corps of Engineers allowed us to say that we have fixed all of these issues. So thank you. I'd first like to invite Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Baum, who is the commander for the Philadelphia District of the United States Army Corps of Engineers. Again, without their partnership, this project would not have been possible. They've been excellent partners throughout the process, from design to engineering and construction. So I would like to give Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Baum a chance to speak. Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate that. Well, thank you. I'd like to begin by thanking Abington Township for trusting our team and partnering with us on this important project. I'd also like to thank the state and municipal officials that are here with us today, certainly State Senator Art Haywood and State Representatives Ben Sanchez and Nancy Genst. Abington Township Commissioners Christine Young-Gertz and Lori Schreiber. Abington Township Manager Chris Chrisman, Director of Public Works Mike Jones, and Director of Parks and Recreation Jessica Tholey. Most people know the Army Corps of Engineers for our large-scale construction projects, but sometimes we have the opportunity to complete smaller projects like this one, smaller projects that have big impacts on local communities, and that was certainly our hope here in delivering this project. Large or small, teamwork is essential for success, and I'm grateful and I'm proud of the strong partnership that's developed between our team and the Abington Township. Our combined teamwork through multiple challenges over several years to bring this project to completion. Thank you again to our contractor, Luciano's Excavation, for safely completing construction on time and on budget. So I want to highlight just a few key aspects of the project and the major improvements that the team has made here at both Roychester Park as well as Grove Run Park. Here at Roychester, the team planted over 15,000 live stakes and 2,000 trees, shrubs, and plants to support local biodiversity. Approximately 840 feet of stream bank, as you can see behind us here, has been regraded and stabilized with native plants. This is part of our focus of combating the invasive species and restoring the park's natural environment. Another key component of this project was upgrading the sewer infrastructure and replacing over 760 feet of old clay sewer pipe and with modern PVC pipes and concrete manholes. Lastly, our team was able to realign several sections of the stream channel and replace 2 old concrete culverts with prefabricated steel footbridges. We implemented similar stream bank and channel upgrades at the local Grove Run Park installing new fencing as well as concrete cutoff walls. So these are important measures and are designed to mitigate erosion and improve the local habitat and help us protect the park's wetland areas and ecological environment for future generations to come. So thanks again for all that was involved in this effort, and I'd like to thank the community and the neighbors for your patience while under construction. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I would like to invite up Wallace Weaver, who's here on behalf of Senator Art Haywood's office. Senator Haywood and his office are hugely supportive of projects that we undertake here in Abington Township.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Wallace Weaver. I have the pleasure of serving as Senator Haywood's Communications Director. The Senator regrets that he cannot make it today. He is in Harrisburg on the floor as we speak. And just thank you all for being out here today. When I was thinking about this event, today felt a little bit abstract as far as like how do we connect the dots between stormwater to our everyday lives. But really, at the end of it, like this too is all about dignity, because climate sustainability is about our dignity. When we care for our environment, we care for our dignity and our future and the future dignity of generations to come. When we recognize the beauty in the environment around us, we start to see that beauty and dignity in each other, in our neighbors. And that's what makes Abington and our community right here such a strong-knit and powerful witness of what it means to recognize each other's humanity. I think projects like this is a strong reminder again of just like, this is what good governance looks like. To be able to collaborate from state, local, municipal partners and all come together to really bring real results for our neighbors. That's certainly what Senator Haywood believes in doing, and I think all of the people gathered here today also believe in that collaboration and bringing real results. So thank you, Liz. Thank you to the township, to the Army and Corps of Engineers. Just it's a beautiful thing to see this come to life. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Wallace. I'd like to next welcome Representative Ben Sanchez up. Representative Sanchez also is a huge supporter of the work that we do here in Abington Township. And Representative Sanchez, the mic is yours.
Thank you. And you know, I love a ribbon cutting or an opening. I'm a sucker for it. And good morning, everybody. Good morning. And I have to give regards from State Representative Nancy Genst. She was here, but had recently suffered a leg injury. She's fine, but she's kind of rehabbing that leg, so she didn't want to walk across the wet lawn and risk taking another spill. So, but thank you for having me here today to take part in a celebration for an environmental infrastructure improvement project that took coordination, dedication, and an appreciation for not only aesthetics, but functionality and safety. When Abington Township saw that the banks in the creek were severely eroded and disconnected from the surrounding floodplain, knowing what that meant for possible future flooding problems that would impact the park's ability to function properly as a hub for this community, they jumped into action, trying to find ways to restore the ecosystem functioning along the stretch of Sandy Run Creek. Their success working with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and everyone else involved resulted into what we are cutting the ribbon on here today. What used to be a struggling stretch of the creek is now a healthier, more natural space that people and wildlife can benefit from for years to come. Projects like this aren't just about the environment. They're about protecting neighborhoods from flooding, improving water quality, and making our parks better places to spend our time. Thanks to everyone who helped make this happen, from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to the dedicated township employees who worked to completion. This is what practical investment in our communities look like. Thanks again for having me here today. It's always a pleasure to join you in celebrating important moments for our township, especially when we can celebrate protecting any of our many natural resources. Thank you all.
Thank you, Representative Sanchez. I would next like to introduce Commissioner Christine Young-Gertz. This project, this park where we are here right now, is in Commissioner Young-Gertz's ward. And I would love to hear from her about the improvements and what it means to the Abington residents that she represents.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Earth Day and rain, come on, it's perfect. And if we stick around long enough, we'll see the great work that they've done. Anne Frank once observed, the best remedy for those who are afraid, lonely, or unhappy is to go outside. Somewhere where they can be quiet, alone with the heavens and nature, because only then does one feel that all is as it should be. For me, I count any time outside as the mark of a happy day, and I can assure you that the residents of this ward and all over Abington feel the same way when they come to this park. Come around on other days. It'll look like we're hosting the Olympics. There's practices and baseball games and children in the playground. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I'm happy it was postponed until Earth Day. We're meant for this day to renew our focus on our land and air and waters. This is one big, beautiful country, and we're all connected wherever we live. Eventually, all things merge into one, and a river runs through it. We have a grand treasure here, and the Grove Park as well. They've been for generations a place of respite, a place to play, and a place to learn. And we owe it to future generations to keep them in good shape. The stream that runs through them is a big part of their charm and beauty, but like all resources, it was well past the time to stabilize it. Bring back the aquatic life, rid the sites of invasive species. Big job by anybody's standards, but luckily, we have a way of working together on big jobs. An irreplaceable agency that can always get the big jobs done. And our history is full of examples of that. The Army Corps of Engineers, I don't know how to thank you adequately. You guys started with George Washington, no less, and have been doing the big jobs throughout our history. Sandy Run, aptly named, runs not only through our parks, it runs through our township and our region. So the flow of water, especially during weather events, has to be controlled for everybody's sake. So we did our bit. We fixed the part of the stream that's in our township and in our park under our care. A big job by any measure. I didn't have a hand at starting this project. It goes back 10 years, I think. But I'm so happy and proud to be a part of the celebration of its finish. This whole thing came together because of the vision of our inspired township leaders back then, and they pursued it until they got the job done. I especially want to thank the Abington staff. I've never seen a better group of folks who just dive in 210% and get the big jobs done. Every single time. I'm so proud to be a part of your world. And again, thank you to the Army Corps. Thank you so much for making this park what it's going to be for generations to come.
Thank you, Commissioner Young-Gertz. Although yesterday, Christine said, "What's a little rain on Earth Day?" So here we are. It's more than a little rain, but happy Earth Day, everyone. So I'd next like to invite Commissioner Lori Schreiber up to speak. We're celebrating today not only the improvements here at Roychester Park, but also at Grove Park. And Commissioner Schreiber is a commissioner for Roslyn, and so many of her constituents take advantage of Grove Park and what it has to offer.
Thank you, everyone. I think this rain is actually good luck. So I think this is really, we need the rain. We've been down on rain, and this is a good thing. So, but I'm not going to keep you out in the rain very long. I'm just going to talk for 1 minute. Yes, Roslyn is very happy that this project happened, and I guess we're going to go over there in a few minutes and see the Grove Park part to it. I was around at 10 years ago when this started, and I just want to also point out that we had a major project happening on Easton Road where the bridge was torn up. The whole area was a mess, and the Army Corps of Engineers kept doing the project all through that, which, you know, we really have to thank them. I'm sure that was not easy, so thank them again for that. Thanks to the staff. I'm going to get everybody out of the rain and just thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Commissioner Schreiber. While the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers led this project, it wouldn't have been possible without support from our township staff. And I would like to thank Public Works and Wastewater for everything that they have done to make this project happen. I'd like to invite the Director of Public Works, Mike Jones, up to speak.
Thank you, and I'd like to start by saying the commander behind us said it was a small job for them, but it was far from a small job for Abington Township and the rest of our partners here. This is one of the bigger projects that I've seen come to fruition and get completed, and I'm very happy to see the commitment from our township, from our commissioners, to upgrading our parks, our stormwater, not just here in ball fields, playgrounds, and everything else for the future generations that are going to come here. This was a long time coming. I'd like to thank Tim Clark Sr., who has retired, but his son Tim Jr. is here today. Me and Ashley had a lot of legwork to do to work through the permitting and even where the soil was going from this job. So Tim was vital in that and put a lot of time in it prior to his retirement. But his grandkids will be around to see a lot of these improvements. So thank everybody for coming out today, and here's to more improvements in our parks. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. And this is, after all, a park, so I would be remiss not to invite the Director of Parks and Recreation, Jessica Tholey, up here to say a few words.
Thank you, everyone, for coming today. This is a wonderful time, to celebrate the completion of the Army Corps of Engineers projects at Roychester and Grove property. These projects were a massive undertaking, from seeing, what you could see from the pictures, what it was before, to what it is now. Just the sheer hours and manpower and everything that went into these projects is just incredible. These projects obviously were going to help, and we can see now, help manage some of the floodwaters in these areas. And it really is amazing to see the transformation of these two areas. These projects obviously would not have been possible without the help of the Army Corps of Engineers, as well as the board, the township administration, Public Works, and the Parks Department. So I wanted to thank everyone that was involved with these projects.
Thank you, Jessica. And before we wrap, I also want to thank the Shade Tree Commission and the Environmental Advisory Council here in Abington Township for supporting this project and making sure that it looks beautiful. So thank you very much for your work. And in closing, again, thank you to everyone who is here today on this soggy Earth Day. What a day to celebrate this beautiful project and all of the work that has gone into it. So thank you.